Hey traders, welcome to Quad S Trading, and today I'm going to share with you guys why I short sell instead of going long and how we do it, how it ties in with our Discord, our indicators, our scanners, and all that stuff together. So first things first, we have a Discord, and this here is our VW1 scanner. It will pop any stocks that pump 40% and has dilution. So today, VNCE popped on the scanner. And if you look at VNCE, the problem with going long is that you don't know when the stock is going to tank. And I have some amazing examples for you today of people who are bag holding a few stocks because the stock pumped. They're chasing the hype and it just tanked so fast that you're losing money. So essentially, VNCE popped on our scanner. As you can tell right here, everything looks good. It does have dilution, so this circle here is orange. It just means it has a medium amount of dilution or offering ability, which is fine. That's all we need. If they're both red and they both have no dilution, we don't short this as a VW1, but we do chase pivots and resistance. So let's have a look at VNCE. It does show here yellow circle. So essentially, we're looking for a double pump. Here's your pump number 1. It comes back down. Here's your pump number 2. This is your entry at 422. And then you just let it do its thing. We do exit here at the EMA and adjusted EMA right here. Or you can wait at the end of the day. And right now we're finding that the end of the day has the better return. So sometimes some people will take half position here, half here, everything here, but I'm chasing the end of the day. So if you did chase the end of the day, this was amazing, $1.30 a share. And if you want that in percentage, 422 all the way down to 292 is a whopping 30% win on this trade. Now let's scroll down here. TGL. Let's have a look here. So TGL, this one here was almost a VW2 trade. Simple reason as this candle right here, if you look at the VWAP, which is the blue number right here, and the close, which is this number right here, they're even. So the VW2, the price has to close below. If it's even, we don't know if it's going to go back up. We don't know if it's going to go back down, so we play it safe. So we don't gamble here. We play probabilities, and this one here is a gamble if it closes on the VWAP. So it did not show a yellow dot here, okay? But if it did, close 1 penny under. So at 170, this here would have showed a yellow circle. That would have been your entry. You could have exited up in this area here, or you could have exited at the end of day right here. So if we were to do a measurement, let's say at 170, like I said, we didn't take this trade, but if it was at 170 all the way down to here, this would have been another 31% trade on this trade. Now let's have a look at AIRE. This one here did not post anything VW. For one, we don't like trading stocks under $1.15. They're a little more volatile. You need to throw a lot of shares in there to make it worth your time. And if it goes against you, you are in trouble very quickly. So this one here is a no trade because it's under $1. Let's have a look at YYGH. And this one here, so there just wasn't enough profit in between the entry and our EMAs, and at the same time, this chart doesn't look clean. Ideally, you want your midpoint, which is this yellow line, to be in between the EMAs and your VWAP. This just does not look clean, not a trade. Then we had NUAI. This one here is very clean. The problem is that it's under $1, so it's not a trade. But as you can tell, it pumped and it dumped to our purple lines. And at the end of the day, you would have gotten a slightly worse price than if you got out at the EMA. But on average, end of the day has the better price. Now let's look at this one here. This is the one that we have some bag holders. Look at this, right? It comes here, it pumps all the way up here, boom, comes right back down. So anybody who bought in this section here are bag holders. And as you can tell, stocks pump up and then they come right back down. So this one here, it was just too quick. It was not a clean chart. We did not trade that. WLDS. Well, for one, this one here, the locate was very expensive, and it did trigger a VW2 trade. But we want to see a second pump on the same day. So if this one here is just, one pump, So this was here would not be an entry. You would have liked to see a second pump, and it came down, but it did touch our profit targets right here of the EMA, and then it came back up. And then we don't trade afternoon, and this one posted trade at 12:05, so that is not an entry. That's why it's red. If this candle was at noon, it would have been yellow. And look, boom, hits our EMAs again, right? So it kind of sort of did our patterns, but it just wasn't clean enough for us to do it. We have BCTM. This one here did our pattern exactly what we're looking for. However, we don't trade Bitcoin stocks. You just don't know. But as you can tell, it pumps up. Green means go on the first cross below right here. Boom, all the way down to your EMAs. That's 21%. Or if you go all the way to the end of the day, from roughly right here down here, it's 23% win. So this one here, because it's Bitcoin, you could just went smaller trade size and hope for the best. But yeah, we don't trade Bitcoin stocks. SLXN, this one here, wild pump in one 5-minute candle, 382%. If the locate was not a gazillion dollars, this is your short. It doesn't matter if it's a VW1 or VW2. You short it right here and you cover here, or at the end of the day, this would have been a whopping 70% win if you recover at the end of the day, which is, like I said, a preferred profit target. There's no news today. It was literally just pump, dump, right? So this is another one that you've been a massive bag holder if you bought anywhere in this area here, because this thing went low, just as low as it was before the pump. Then we have KZIA. This is another bag holder. Sorry, boys. It pumped all the way up to $22, and it is lower than what it was before the pump. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. Like, this thing pumped as a high of 177%, right to $22, and now it's right back down to $8. And this is why we do not long penny stocks, because they do this day in, day out. Right here, tons of bag holders. Imagine buying the $20, $21. Man, that would suck. MYSZ, same thing. Another bag holding pump and dump. This one here was just too quick for us. It pumped, it dumped. We had no profit left to be done, so we left it as it is. But once again, look, it dumped lower than what it was the day before. PFSA. Today we had a lot of trades come under scanner, but not a whole lot of trades. This one here, same thing. It's under $1. We don't trade it, but once again, it kind of started a pattern. Come up, come down. This is your entry. Exit at this purple line, or at the end of the day right here, which is slightly worse price, just slightly worse price. But the pattern worked here is just under $1. GRI, this is one that we traded. This was a nice one. Pump, pump, pump. Close below. It's green, so you take it on the first one right here. Sure, at the open, it got a little bit scary, but you know what? You just got to trust the system, and it tanked all the way down to $1.86. So 255 to 186, and this is the trade we took, is 26%, which is a nice trade. TRNR, this one here made another bunch of bag holders. This thing pumped really high here, and it just came right back down on the same candle, lower than what it was the day before. So this was a little bit too quick for us, but another bag holding stock that pumped and up, and that is why we short sell and we do not long penny stocks. And you'll notice that every single stock dumped to the EMA or worse at the end of the day, and that's why we short. You hit the top, you short it, and you cover at the bottom, and our strategy is extremely profitable. If you like what you see, head over to our Discord. You can join for free. We do live trading every Monday to just show the free members what we short, how we do it, and from there, if it's you're interested, you can join our elite traders, our masterclass. We do have live trading 3 to 4 days a week in our masterclass, and you do live trading with Sean, who is an amazing short seller and teacher, coach, mentor, whatever you want to call him. So anyways, if you like what you see, head over to our Discord, and we'll see you there.